I just started day 14. Just got dropped off by the shuttle and at Unicoi Gap, and started my way up the first hill, leaving Unicoi Gap. This jacket, it's around 2,000 feet. Just made it around 800 feet of ascent. I'm getting close to the top. Plan on staying at Trey Mt shelter tonight. It's like 5.3 miles from the beginning of Unicoi Gap and about another 1,800 feet of ascent. So today is going to be a long day of up and down, up and down. I got about 2,000 feet of ascent left in the next 4 miles, so should be fun. Pack's heavy because I'm carrying 8 days of food for the next 60 miles, and yeah, so it's going to be a little tough climbing these hills with a 45-50 pound pack, but it's nice and cool out here right now. It's around 45 degrees, so that helps me from overheating. Alright guys, see you in a bit. There's a lot of cool little streams up here. They're right along the trail. Cool how all throughout the mountains there's just all these little live streams that come right out of the side of the mountain. There's water everywhere up here. When you're walking these mountains, water's never really an issue. You got it probably at least every 3 to 5 miles. There's a good water source. Biggest issue is carrying enough food to go from resupply point to resupply point. Well, it's not really a problem. You can carry it. It just gets really heavy. It's a pretty cool walkway though. Stair steps all the way up. I like watching the creeks go right over those rock faces like that. It's pretty cool. All right, just made it to the top of the mountain right past Unicoi Gap. It is about 1,000-foot ascent. It took me right at an hour to do. It's a pretty beautiful view up here though. Yeah, so far out of the first 60 miles, I would say that was probably the hardest hill I've had to climb. The hill coming right out of Unicoi Gap, the first hill you get up past Unicoi Gap. And the crazy thing is I just had a day off yesterday, a full days of rest, and man, it still kicked my butt. It's just steep, and I mean, you just stair step or doing S turns all the way up to the top of it. And then when you think you get to the top, it's a false top, and you got like another 200 feet of ascent to go up. So yeah, it was a butt kicker, but made it to the top. There's some pretty nice camping sites up here. There's no water source, so you'd have to bring enough water. But yeah, there's some nice flat camping sites up here, and you got beautiful views all the way around because you're literally on the top of one of the mountain ridges out here. You got a 360 view of everything. And there's the trail. We're about to get back on, do some more climbing. This is another nice view from the top of the mountain right past Unicoi Gap. I mean, you can see for miles around. That landscape is just beautiful. Well, made it to the top of Trey Mountain. God, Trey Mountain Peak. Basically, I'm right now 5 miles from Unicoi Gap, and so far, hands down, that's the hardest 5-mile section of the trail I've done so far. You've done, leaving Unicoi Gap, you've got 2,700 feet of ascent at just over 5.1 miles. So I mean, you're basically just walking uphill constantly. I think the first ascent was like 1,000 feet, and then you drop like 500 feet and then come up another freaking 1,600 feet. Oh my gosh. So I finally made it to the top of Trey Mountain. It took me almost 4.5 hours to do 5 miles, so it is a rough hike right through there. But up here, it's beautiful up on top. Here's one of the views. Right now we're at 4,400 feet. Oh. Yeah, that was a rough climb. It's probably a lot easier with no pack on. Here's the actual official top right here. You got an awesome view over here as well. Surprising, you don't realize that northern Georgia is this mountainous. All right, well, I'm off to my shelter. It's about another half mile down the ridge line, and I'll see you guys later. It's day 15, and I'm about 2 hours into my hike today. I'm gonna try to do 10 miles. We'll see how it goes. The farthest I've done so far is 7.8, and I'm gonna try to do a 10-mile day today. 10 miles will take me past Dix Creek to the next shelter. It's about 4 miles past Dix Creek. I just went up Kelly Knob a few minutes ago, and man, that was a smoker. Took me 1 hour and 5 minutes to get up it. It's about 900 feet of ascent, and it just goes, yeah, it's pretty straight up. But it's around 32 degrees right now, so it's a little chilly, and the wind's screaming through here. I'm on the back side of the hill right now, so it's not too bad. But when I get on the other side of the ridge, oh man, it's freezing. But other than that, it's a really nice day, and we got nice views out here. These trails are cool. These are those ridge trails, or they're like shelf trails. They run around along the ridge line, and then you've got those huge drop-offs. Like, you can't really tell in the camera, but that's a good 150 to 200 feet down. It just goes straight down, and then there's the trail right there. Places it's just like a couple feet wide. So don't make mistakes, or it'll be a bad day for you. All right, see you later. All right, I don't know if the camera can capture this, but this is the hill coming out of, or going down into Dix Creek Gap. Man, it is steep. I'm standing on the little shelf right here, and again, that's probably a good 200, 300 feet down. I don't know if you can see the river down there, or creek. It's awesome. It's coming right out of the side of the hill. It starts right there. And yeah, it's just a natural spring coming right out of the side of the mountain. And that's a pretty good stream down there. This view is amazing up here. That's where we're going tomorrow. You can see those hills. We go down into the valley down there, hit Dix Creek Gap, and then we're coming back up to those hills, and that's where the trail leads. All right, bye for now. So this is what This is what a little bit of the trail looks like. I mean, it's just obstacle after obstacle, and then you're walking along these shelves because there's the drop off right there, and then there's the trail. It's pretty cool. I enjoy this kind of stuff. Just makes it more exciting. There's the drop off. Like you can see, the trail's only about 2 feet wide, and it just drops straight down from there. This Carne Cascade water resupply. This is awesome. Just filled up a couple bottles of water here, heading into this Trey Gap. This cool little stream right along the trail. There's Carne Cascade. Alright, it's day 16. Yeah, day 16. I did end up making it 10 miles yesterday by 9.5 miles, man. I was dead because there's one more hill we had to go up, and it was about 800 feet of ascent right before the shelter I stayed at. So yeah, it was a rough day yesterday, but I got up around 8:30 and started moving out this morning. So it's 9 o'clock right now, and about 35 minutes into my movement today. And I'm only gonna do about 7.5 today to the next shelter, and then get ready for the rain. It's supposed to pour down rain tomorrow and then the next day, so we'll see what it looks like in the morning when I wake up. But yeah, for today I'll be doing 7.5 with 2,600 feet of ascent, so a lot of climbing again. Man, it seems like that's all there is. Northern Georgia is just up and down, up and down. Every day we're doing at least 2,000 feet of ascent, and so it's a pretty good workout. It's like getting on a stair climber at the gym every day for about 7 or 8 hours. So yeah, by the end of the day, man, you're just dead. But it's rewarding, so keep on going. All right, see you later. All right, just made it to the North Carolina border. So first state is down. Here's the North Carolina-Georgia border. All right, one state down, a whole bunch more to go. Made it up here to Unicoi Gap. It's about 5 miles past where I stayed last night. It is beautiful up here. Some awesome camping sites too. And then check out this cool tree. This tree is awesome. There's some great camping sites right there next to it, like perfectly flat. You can camp right all around here. But look at that tree, that is wild. There's the root system, and then it fell over and then grew and started growing up. That is so cool. Alright, this is the kind of stuff we gotta climb. Coming to the base of this hill, it's around 470 foot of ascent in about 600 meters. There's a stairway, and then up there you can see the top of the hill up there. It's horrible. Alright, I'm almost at the top of this stupid hill slash mountain. Almost 800 feet of ascent in about a half a mile. Here's the view from up here. It's a great view, but man, you have to work for it. It's taken me almost an hour and a half to get up this hill. See that peak right there? That's where it just came from. You come down into that, along that ridge, come down into the valley, saddle, and then you shoot right back up. And yeah, we're on the top of the mountain across the valley. Man, the hills out here are ridiculous.